We are the Chinese company and we are located in Henan province. So you are also welcomed to come to our factory to have a visit. And today we're going to introduce about the waste plastic pyrolysis machine. And there are some questions we always ask. For example, there are some paraffin in the plastic and how to solve this kind of problem, and what's the layout of the plastic, what kind of the products accept the flue oil, and what kind of plastic that can use this pyrolysis machine to produce. About this kind of questions today we are going to introduce. And this 3D video shows us is the batch type pyrolysis plant. Well, we have three kinds of equipment that can choose. For example, this batch type pyrolysis plant, and we also have the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant and the fully continuous waste plastic pyrolysis plant. So if you have the raw material of the plastic, it's more suitable for you to choose the batch type pyrolysis plant. Or if you want to choose the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, then we need some pre-process. For example, to crush it to the plastic particles. Then we can use this fully continuous, then to feed the raw material and combustion, to heat it, and to feed and to slag the carbon black at the same time. So just any questions you have, you can just comment, and you can contact with us directly by the WhatsApp or email. Thank you for your watching today. Thank you for a like. So any questions about the waste plastic pyrolysis plant, you can just leave your questions. We are now in China, and we have our own factory that over 40,000 square meters. So there are many equipment about different raw materials, have several complete production line in our factory. You can come and see more details. Thank you for your watching today. So let's come and see this photo. Well, this is an introduction about the waste plastic pyrolysis machine, and these are three kinds of equipment we have. The first one is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. While the daily capacity is from 15 to 50, most of our customers will choose the 50 tons per day to produce the waste plastic or the waste tire. Well, if your raw material is the waste tire, then we need to have some pre-process to crash the whole tire to the tire rubber powder. Then we can ensure it feed and heat at the same time. But if your material is a plastic, some of the plastic is not suitable for this fully continuous, and we need to crash it to the smaller particles. Then we can just feed it. So the advantages of the fully continuous is fully automatic. So we have this PLC system here. Then we can ensure it is controlled in a safe environment and is labor saving. Here is the 3D video that you can see about this PLC system. Here is the PLC chamber, and all it's automatically without some labored workers. So all the products is worked in normal process and normal temperature. And the second, the continuous production for 24 hours. This is the most biggest advantages that have for the fully continuous. It can work for 45 to 60 days. And big processing capacity, well, it can ensure we can process 50 tons of the rubber powder. It means 60 tons of the whole tire each day. So if your capacity is much more higher, so you can choose the fully continue, or you can choose several lines of the batch type pyrolysis plant. For example, 4 line or 6 line of the batch type to make to the requirement that in Chinese government that need to have 20,000 ton per year. So this is the just the policy. And the second, the first advantage is time and labor saving. Well, we don't need the time for waste to cool down the pyrolysis reactor, and don't need the labor because we have the PLC system. So this is the advantage of the fully continuous. And the second one is the batch type pyrolysis plant. Well, the biggest advantage of it is multiple uses. Well, different kinds of the raw materials like the waste tire, waste plastic, or the oil sludge, or the aluminium plastic can all use this batch type pyrolysis plant to have the production. So we don't need to have the pre-process, don't need to process it through the rubber powder, don't need to crush it to the particles. And well, this is advantages. And other advantages like the cost effectively. Well, this is the most cheaper equipment that between the three equipment, and good stability. So the daily capacity of the batch type is from 100 kilogram per day to 20 ton per day, while most of our clients will choose the 12 ton per day or 15 ton per day. So this is information of the batch type. And we also have this, it's not shown in this picture, we also have the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Later I will show you some picture. And the first one have the smallest capacity is the waste plastic pyrolysis plant unit. Well, the capacity is 100 kilogram per day or 500. While most of our clients buy this kind of unit is for examination or for the personal use, so it's not for the production. And the advantages is free installation. It's more easy for this kind of equipment to install, and it's cost saving, it's easy handling, and test available. Well, about this installation, if you're worried about this installation thing or the worker training thing, that we have our engineer team that can bridge to your factory to help you to have the installation work and to train your worker to ensure it can work this whole line safely. And this, the third is a unit, and later I will show you the other kinds of the equipment, the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. These are some details, you can have a look. So about this, if your raw material is the waste plastic pyrolysis plant, then while the raw material is randomly, it's not very sure against the whole tires, because we can know the tire, there are the wire, there's a steel wire and the rubber in it, but the plastic we are not sure is it their PP or PE or PS, this kind of equipment, so we are not sure, and the oil yield is not quite sure. So if you are worried about the oil yield, if your raw material is a plastic, then we can give you a test, an experiment about the oil yield. You can send your raw material to us, to our own factory in Henan province, China. Then we can give you an experiment for free. This is a free service to test about the oil yield and the other products that your raw material can get. We have several complete production line in our own factory and have the prototype machine can give you, and you also can carry your raw material to the factory, and then you can get more details about the line or how to build it, how the detailed thing. So just the service that we can give you. Well, if your raw material of the plastic is the pure PP, pure PS, then the oil yield can reach to very high, can reach to 90%. But if your raw material like the paper mail waste or the daily waste, construction waste, then the oil yield is due to your different raw materials. Because maybe if your raw material is the daily waste, then there may be some other not plastic or the rock or the bricks in it, so it will have an influence about your oil yield. And for example, if your raw material is a paper mail waste, if you have the dry material, then the oil yield can reach to 60%. But if they're much more water contained, so the raw material or the oil yield is nearly 20%. So just the data is not very sure than the tire. So, and this is one problem, and we can have a test for you. This is the first problem, that if your material is the waste plastic. And other question is, maybe some clients will told us that they have the problem of block the condensing system's tube if your material is the plastic, because there's some paraffin in it and it's very easy to become solid. So the the condensing tube may be blocked. And how to solve this kind of problem? So you don't need to worry. We have our patent design about the wax removal tank or the declog system to give you to solve this kind of problem, because it's very serious. If you have this clog in your raw material, then maybe have a pressures problem, may have an explosion, a potential problem. So this is kind of a service that we can give you, the wax removal system, the declogging system. So don't need to worry about this. And other problem, if you have about the plastic pyrolysis business, you can just type in the comment place and I can answer you, or give your information to our engineer or sales manager to give you more introduction. This is some protection device. Maybe some customers will ask us that, is there any pollution of your whole business? Well, the answer is no. There's no chemical pollution or the water pollution, water waste. The only some released thing that we need to produce is the gas. So we have the gas purification system to give you, and it can reach to different standard of different regions. Don't need to worry about this. You can see the first one is the carbon black wind transfer system. Well, if your slagging system is the front slag, they maybe have some dust. But if you use this carbon black wind transfer system, so they are all sealed and underground, so there is no dust and just this pollution. So the new post dust removal design and felt surface filter bag. There is a filter bag and it's resistant. You don't need to change it very frequently. You can use it for 1 or 2 years, and it's fully enclosed, so it's sealed and there's no dust or smoke release. You can trust us. And the second is the exhaust gas cleaning system. Can solve the explastant odor and remove the harmful gas. So just the tail gas, or we can see it saying gas, is one of the main products that we can get. And the tail gas, we can use it directly for the burner in energy. But if you just burn it directly, they maybe have some bad smell, there's some hydrogen sulfide in your tail gas. So we use this exhaust cleaning system, or we can call it odor removal system, and there are some sodium dioxide in it to purify the hydrogen sulfide. So just this, then we can ensure that when we burn the tail gas, it's in a safe and environmental friendly, no bad smells environment. And this is a flue gas purification system. All the production we have, we will use this flue gas to purify the gas we release to remove the sulfur dioxide or other bad harmful gas. Well, in different region, there are different standards. For example, in each province in China, there have some different policies about this purification system setup. So we have different plan for you. You can type your region for us, and we will give you the plan by our engineer to have this different configurations of the purified system. And this is the raw materials and the oil yield, that if your raw material is a plastic, well, just you need to attention that the PVC and PET is not suitable, it's not available to be pyrolysis, because there is not no oil in it, and it's much more paraffin and bad harmful particle in it, so it's not suitable. And except these two things, the other like the PP, PEPS or the ABS is all suitable for this plastic pyrolysis equipment. The oil yield is different. Like the PE, the oil yield can reach to 95%, and the PPPS can reach to 90. Others on pure plastic cowl or the plastic bag or the pure ABS are all the plastic that can use. And other kind of raw material except the plastic, we have some other solid waste like the waste tire or the medical waste. Can also use this machine to recycle the flue oil, recycle the carbon black and the syngas. And except the solid waste, we also have other hazardous waste like the things that contain oil sludge, or the coal tar oil, that also can use this machine. But if your material is the oil sludge, then it's more suitable for you to use the bad type pyrolysis machine, because it may have some soil, have some rock in your solid waste, hazardous waste. Except your material is the liquid or the semi-liquid state. Okay, and this is the information about the whole line. You can have a look. Any questions you can just leave in the comment place. Well, some of our customers may say that when we have this pollution, we have this production, they will have a problem that when we open the door to select the carbon black, may have the sudden explosion that is very dangerous. So how to solve this problem? And we can give you an optional device, the negative pressure device. Then we can just pump the gas in the furnace for half an hour or an hour to use this negative pressure device. So there is no much more oil contains in the furnace, so there is no possible to have the sudden explosion. And we need to pay attention that when we discharge the carbon black, it's better for you to lower down the temperature to up to 7 degrees. So it's much more safe to have this temperature to slag the carbon black to prevent the explosion. This is the crusher. If you use this batch type pyrolysis machine, then we can use this waste plastic, all kinds of plastic. But if you use this crushed plastic, if you use this fully continuous, then we need to crush the plastic to the small particles. Later I will show you some videos about how to choose the carbon black, how to choose the plastic from the daily waste. Hi, any questions can I help you? We are the manufacturer of the waste tire with plastic recycle machine. We can get the flue oil from the waste plastic or the waste tire or the oil sludge. And this is the products we can get. The flue oil, or we can just burn it directly for the use it at the cement factory or glass factory, or we can refine it by using this pyrolysis oil refining plant. You can see it by this pyrolysis refining plant, and we can get the diesel, use it at further places like the huge agricultural machine or the ferry, this kind of place. You can see there, this is the video that there are some daily waste plastic and we can sort out. We can sort out it by this belt and by the water. Then we can just get this oven bag, this plastic bag, to put it into the pyrolysis machine, and we can get the oil. This is how to sort out the plastic, open bag, plastic bag from the daily waste. And there are some construction waste like this. Here, we can just all put it into the batch type pyrolysis machine. Or if you chose to fully continue, have biggest capacity and more automatically, then we need to crush it to the particles. Just as a difference between the pre-processed product. Okay, and let's show you the applications of the products. And the first main products that we can get from the plastic pyrolysis machine is the flue oil, or we can call it the plastic oil. Well, the plastic oil can use at the blower heating, or some glass factory, bricks factory, or we can just use it at the heavy oil generators, or we can refine it to the diesel and use it further machine, or like the agricultural machine, mining machine, this kind of places. And the carbon black, we can get the carbon black for blower heating or refining. It's the raw material of the rubber and paint, so it's very huge market. And the same gas, we can just use it directly when we burn the furnace. Just if you choose the fully continuous, and we only need for 8 hours to use our own heating energy, and the next days, 40 days to 60 days, we can just use the same gas or tail gas to burn it. And we have our patent design to remove the bad smell from the same gas. There's some sodium dioxide and the sulfur dioxide in it, so we can just purify it by the sodium hydroxide. And this is the project cases. Our client is from all over the world. You can have a look. We have our clients in all continents, so if you want to have a visit, you are also welcomed. Well, we have our subsidiary in Nigeria. So if you want to have this business in Africa, it's very convenient. But in other countries, it's also welcomed. We have more than 120 countries. So you can visit our factory in China or visit our client's factory in other countries. Here are some feedback. You can have a look. This is a customer in India. This is the service that we can give you. Most of our clients will worry about the warranty or the installation, the transportation, and the training. So we have 1 year warranty here, and we have our engineer team to give you the installation and commission. So the training thing you don't need to worry about as well. We have our engineer to train your workers. Well, it's very easy to applicate. Just if you chose the fully continue, so we only need 1 or 2 workers in the feeding system, or 1 or 2 workers in the discharging system, so it's much more labor saving. Here is the some profile of our company. The Henan Holding is the main company, and we have 7 subsidiaries. This is the products we can get. Our business, the solid waste, hazardous waste treatment equipment with tire, with plastic, rubber, oil sludge, aluminium, plastic, pyrolysis plant. The oil sludge, a used oil to diesel distillation plant. You can also have more information about the distillation plant if you are interested. You can just get the flue oil or the waste engine oil, waste used oil to the diesel. And our products have sold more than 190 countries and regions around the world. We have the service for the installation and the planning, the analysis of the configurations. So we are a comprehensive environmental equipment manufacturer that have the technical design, research and development, machine production, sales and after-sales service in one. This is the picture of our company, and this is a factory, our workers. The certificate you can have a look from different regions, for example in China or European Union. So if you are interested in this kind of waste, tire waste, plastic, oil sludge, recycle equipment, recycle the flue oil and the carbon black, then we can just contact, and you can leave your WhatsApp or email to us privately. Then our manager or our engineer will give you the introduction in detail. Well, this shows is the fully continue and the batch type continue. Well, batch type is for one batch is 1 day, and the fully continuous can work 45 to 60 days, and the semi-continuous is a 2 furnace for 3 days. This is the efficiency. Now let's have some pictures. This is a prototype. In our own factories. It is not painted. This is the furnace, the batch type pyrolysis machine. Complete prototype of different line. This is a furnace and this is the outlet. The gas will come out from here. Then here it is, you can see here it is the buffer tank. And through the buffer tank will come to the condensing system. It has 7 condensers. This is the horizontal condensers. And the blue one, the blue machine, is the odor removal system. It's not very clear. Here is the odor removal system. And the back of this prototype is here this is the installation. We use the blower plate or the stainless steel. The insulation cover, and inside we'll put the furnace in it. The furnace raw material is the red one is the blower plate, and the steel one is the stainless steel. It's different color, and you can have a look. If your raw material is the waste oil sludge, then we can use the stainless steel because it's corrosive. So we can have this and more resistant and more temperature resistant. But if your raw material is the plastic or the tire, then the blower plate is enough. Here is the prototype in our factory, and later I can show you some other information. This is the factories have different certificates, and here is the furnace production workshop. We have 2 workshops, and this is a worker for welding. Here is the prototype, and here is the fully continuous pyrolysis machine with the installation and the furnace. And there it is without the furnace. We have 3 layers of the batch type pyrolysis plant's installation cover. And the fully continuous is 6 layers, so it can ensure the safety of the laborers, because when we just work, when we touch the installation cover, it's for safe temperature. Here is a boiler plate, and outside is a stainless steel. Wow, the video is too short. Here is the odor removal system. This is a buffer tank to slow down the speed of your tail gas. And here is the purification tower to purify the sulfur dioxide and the hydrogen sulfide in your tail gas. It will spray the sodium hydroxide. And this is the water sealed to prevent the tail gas back to the other device, a safety device. Here is a picture of the water removal system, and this is the negative press device, or we can call it vacuum device, to prevent the sudden explosion when we open the feeding door to discharge the carbon black. Here is also, you can see the name vacuum device. Now let's show some more pictures about the plastic or the with tire batch type pyrolysis machine. Well, here are some devices that, for example, the wax removal system or the paraffin, like the clock system, the clock design. Well, it's not very suitable to show in the video, but we can talk privately to give you this information. Then if you want to have this kind of information, this kind of picture, then you can just contact with us. Here is the batch type pyrolysis machine. And this is a feeding door. The tube is the gas removal system. The smoke will release from here. And this is a feeding door. It used the side slag. You can see this is a slagging door. While the side slag have a very high efficiency, and it's more environmental friendly, because when we just use the front slag, the feeding door is a slagging door. And when we open the door to slag the carbon black, it may have the dust. The dust pollution is very serious. But we use the side slag. It's just underground. We can't see the carbon black. It's all underground in the sealed environment, underground store. Then the carbon black stored in the underground storage will use the wind transportation system to transport it to the backpack or transport it to the deep processing. So the advantages of the side slag is more environmental friendly, no dust pollution, and the efficiency is much more higher. We can just route these furnace to help the slagging. And the back slag, if you are interested, I will show you. The back slag, we just need to use the slagging winch. Here is the one of the batch type that used for the oil sludge pyrolysis machine. Here is the back slag for the oil sludge. We can use the oil pump or the winch. You can see the door is more smaller than here. So it will link the winch to the slag, the carbon black, or other products. And here it is the to put the carbon black fitting system. Here are all the batch type pyrolysis machine for different clients. You can choose the color is different. And here is waiting for deliver. The generator will rotate the furnace for 3.5 rows, one circle. One volt for 3.5 minutes. Silver color. This is the outer doors. The generator is at the the outlet, but the fully continuous generator is in the feeding system. It's kind of different. You can see the name in the generator. Here is the tube to rotate. And here is the cooling system. Well, when we use a batch type that when we just finish the pyrolysis equipment, finish the pyrolysis product, then we need to cool down the reactor to save temperature to discharge the carbon black. But if we just lower down the temperature by natural, it's a waste of time. So we have this cooling system that can save half of the time. Use the winter cooling. This is a main way that to prevent the sudden explosion. Here is a client's factory in Shanxi province in China. Well, this customer's raw material is the oil sludge, or the coal tar oil sludge. So, but the products it can get not only the flue oil but also the coal. And the coal, it uses directly. Here is a hot furnace, just to heating the coal, to heat the energy, to heat the furnace. This is the washing door, and this gas heating system is the natural gas and the coal heating. Well, it uses the water tank to condense the flue oil. We can also use the tube condensers. This can be chosen. It's optional chosen. Here is the buffer tank for 3 meters high. It's much more higher than the normal one. The buffer tanks is to slow down the speed about the flue gas to ensure it can be fully condensing in the next condensation system. And the second is to settle down the carbon black, or it may block the tube in the condensing system. Here is the raw material is a batch type of raw material is the tire. You can see the tire in it. We can use the auto feeders or just put it by workers. This is the buffer tank and the odor removal system. Here the outlet, it will first reach to the buffer tank and then the condensation system. Here is different between this. You can see this is a water tank condensers, and here is the tube condensers. It has 7 condensers. This two is the first step, the vertical condensers, and here is the water oil separator. It can not only condense the oil but also is a safety device to prevent it back to the reactor, and it is a water unit to purify the tail gas. The third effect, and the third step is the horizontal condensers. It have the biggest battery effect of the whole line. It have 37 tube in it to spray the gas. And the last step is 2 vertical condensers that have 1 tube in it. In this first step have 4 tube, so it's kind of different. You can see here is auto feeders. By using the auto feeders, we can put more tire in it. Or by workers, we may just put 7 ton or 8 ton of the tire, but using the auto feeders, we can put 12 tons or 13 tons of the tire. Here is just the installation picture. Here is the vacuum device, and the same is the tube. This is a water sealed safety device, and here we will go to the odor removal system. You can see here it's very clear that if you use the side slag, then we have underground storage of the carbon black. Then we can use the winch to backpack the carbon black or use the wind transport system. Here I will show you how to use the wind transportation system to discharge the carbon black. You can see here is a side slag and it's underground. To store it in the storage. And by using the wind transport system, it will transport to the carbon black processing workshop to have a deep processing, to press it to the carbon black bowl for burning. This is the pressing device. We can get the carbon black bowl. This is a carbon black bowl processing device to use it as a heating energy. And the last step is to pull the steel wire from the furnace. You can use this pulling machine or just use it by yourself using the forklift. Okay, let's go to see the picture. So this is 2 ways to discharge the carbon black when your raw material, when your device, when your design is a side slag. This is a side slag. We'll have the slagging door, and this is the front slag or the feeding door. Here is 4 line of the 15 tons batch type pyrolysis machine. our doings worker, doings engineer is helping for installate. This is the glass fiber purification tower, purify the sulfur dioxide. The outlet of the gas, some delivering picture. This is a water tank delivering, have the tube. If your material is the plastic, then the tube we can just make it bigger to prevent the block. Okay, here is the Doing Environmental Productions live show. I'm not sure is there anybody in my live show. If you have any questions, you can just contact with me, or you can leave your WhatsApp or leave your email in the comment place. Then our sales manager will give you an introduction in detailed. Thank you for watching today, and just if you have any requirements, you can tell me. Here is a fully continuous pyrolysis machine. The capacity is 50 tons, 40 tons, 30 tons. Most of our clients will choose 50 tons of the batch type, and these customers choose two lines that can process 100 tons of the rubber powder, Thai rubber powder per day. You can see the generator of the fully continuous is in the feeding area, not as a batch type. This is some different. And inside of it is a temperature resistant tube to have a resistant of the furnace, because it's much more longer. We have two sections of it. One section is 613 meters, two section is 26 meters. So here is today's live show. Any questions you have, you can just contact with us. You can just send your WhatsApp or email to us directly. Then we can give you some certificate about your raw material, about your capacity, and your land of the factory. Give you some analysis. And you are also welcome to come to our factory or our client's factory to visit to get more details. Thank you for your watching today. Then this is all the information today I will share. So I will make sure there's no more questions here, and I will end today's live show. Okay, then time to say goodbye. Thank you for your watching. Have a nice day.